Hey, what's up? My name's Andrew, you can call me Pooch, and welcome to the Less Lonely channel, a place for creators to feel less lonely on their creative journey. Just want to say, I'm really glad you're here. And if you're watching this, it's Friday, but today is Thursday, and today is Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a good time. We've been currently watching the Macy's Day Parade. Speaking of which, we tried to stream it on YouTube earlier, and it was so strange. I don't know if you guys were trying to watch it as well, but they were like not showing the actual music that the performers were singing, and they'd cut it out. I think it might have been a copyright issue. Did anyone else try to watch it on YouTube? I thought it was so cringy and weird. What'd you guys think? Anyway, happy Thanksgiving. I want to talk today about this guy, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Now, I'm a couple weeks late. A lot of YouTubers have already put in their reviews, but I wanted to focus on the video capabilities. Native cameras, native HD mode at 24 and 60 frames per second. Actually, I guess it's 30 frames per second. And I just wanted to try it out. Like, could it be a replacement for my EOS R if I was in a pinch? I know guys like Chris Howe and Matty Hapoya have already put out videos explaining the video capabilities, but I wanted to meet you guys where I'm at, which is kind of mid-level. I'm definitely not a professional cinematographer like those guys are. And so I want to talk to people like me or like you who maybe are mid-level or growing and learning. So to keep this short and sweet, I'm going to show you something I shot, and then I'm just going to talk about my experience with it so far and whether or not I think it was, worth it. Okay, let's go for it. How's it taste? Yeah, we didn't measure anything, did we? So there you have it, a controlled studio environment where I just used the 12 Pro Max to shoot that video. I'm about ready to dive into sharing my experience with using the phone and what it was like, but I'm curious, what do you guys think? Were you impressed? Were you like, man, it wasn't that great, I was hoping for more? Leave a comment down below, I'm curious to hear what you think. Okay, so first things first, using this was pretty sweet. I mean, just the size of this guy alone, he's so beefy and big, it felt really good in my hands. The screen itself is larger than the flip out LCD screen that I have on the EOS R, so obviously I could see a whole lot more. I did shoot all of it in the HDR mode, which was interesting to say the least, because in the native camera app, I just have a little exposure slider. I don't really have any other options. It doesn't shoot in a flat profile, so I kind of had to just go with what they were giving me. Now, there are two things that stuck out to me while I was shooting that I noticed that I know came through in the edit, and that is this. One, when I was using the telephoto lens, I noticed the image stabilizer would jolt. As I was going in for like a panning shot, it would just move really quickly. That was really bizarre. And two, I noticed that my exposure was fluctuating. Even though I had it locked in one place, there was like flashes of light. I don't know if you guys could see it. The level would just like raise and lower. And that was really weird. And I was wondering if that was maybe just the screen adapting. But when I got it into the edit, obviously it showed. So that was kind of strange as well. And talking about getting like footage onto the computer, I know there's been a lot of speculation in terms of like the actual, what is it, Dolby Vision, whatever it's called, like being overexposed and blown out. Because it was a controlled environment, it wasn't as blown out as I thought it was going to be, but it's significant to see the color grade versus the actual footage. Looking on my phone, I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but actually getting into the grade, I kind of noticed that it was pretty severe. So maybe in an outside setting, it would be even more of a challenge. I've had this phone for like less than a week now, and I just thought to myself, you know, having the stabilization, having those extra lenses, it would be really nice to have. And I think that that's for the most part true. So do I see it replacing my EOS R? Well, of course not. Like, I mean, just the detail I'm able to get out of this camera for what I need personally is fantastic. But I will say, as a second camera in a controlled environment, it'll be hard to beat. Say I'm doing a product video and I need just something a little bit tighter. I need just a quick snippet. I'm missing a shot. Well, instead of busting out my camera and balancing everything out, I might be able just to pull this out and get a good shot. So I was torn because I was rocking the Pixel 2 before I moved to the 12 Pro Max. I think Google's like computational photography is phenomenal. I've taken photos with the 12 Pro Max and I still kind of just love this camera. The Pixel 2 did great, but I will say Google's video has always, in my opinion, just like not been great. I just don't love how it looks. It's just not good quality, at least not in the Pixel 2, at least what I've experienced so far. And so if I'm comparing those two things, I didn't get this phone for the photos. I would have stuck with this. I did get this phone for the video, and it definitely crushes the Pixel 2, to be honest. So if you're upgrading from something a little bit older, 3 to 4 years, definitely for video, it's a no-brainer. So I'm curious, like, what do you guys think? Do you think that this did a good job being a standalone camera? Would you only use it for support? Let me know down below. That's gonna be it for me. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet. I had a lot of fun shooting the intro sequence, and I had a lot of fun shooting on this guy. Really easy to use, really fun to use. If this video helped you in any way, feel maybe a little less lonely, or just kind of help make a decision, please consider supporting the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And since we're in the spirit of the holidays, I'm really thankful just to have y'all watch, so thanks. All right, here's to feeling less lonely. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. One other thing I forgot to mention, when I shot the intro to this video, I cleaned this thing like non-stop. I was using a microfiber to like wipe off all the dust. I had my little like air sprayer to keep it clean, and I couldn't get the dust off and the fingerprints off. Any little touch, any little piece of particles or dust in the air, whoosh, stuck to this phone. So that's why there was dust on the intro. And if you're really freaked out about that kind of stuff, get a case or just get over it, because this phone is a magnet for dirty fingerprints and dust. It was driving me insane. Okay, that's it. Goodbye.